today's video, I am doing this look for you guys, which is my everyday summer makeup routine with no foundation. And basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to wear a lot less foundation over the summer, just because during the summer my skin tends to break out more because it's more oily, it's hot outside, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to cut down a tiny bit on the face products by cutting out my foundation. Obviously, I'm probably still going to be wearing foundation like on certain days if I want to do like a full glam look or like for videos and Instagram stuff, like that sort of thing. But this is my attempt at toning it down a little bit just for like everyday kind of stuff. Obviously, I don't wear makeup every single day. I usually either wear no makeup or I wear a lot of makeup, which is why this might be a little heavier than somebody else's everyday makeup look. Anyways, so I basically just focused on my face makeup for the most part, added some lashes, some lip gloss, that kind of thing. So if you want to learn how to achieve this look, then keep on watching. So first I'm taking this serum from Olay, and this basically just keeps my makeup locked in, especially when I'm not wearing foundation. My makeup tends to not stick very well. So this just helps it to stay in place and kind of works as a primer. So for my actual primer, I'm using NYX's Angel Veil. This is one of their oil-free primers, and basically it just helps me stay matte. My skin is kind of combo-y depending on the weather, but during the summer especially I tend to get more oily, so this helps it stay under control and it allows me to still have a dewy finish to my makeup because I am not a huge fan of having a matte base, so this is kind of like my perfect middle ground for that. Probably the biggest thing that I do differently when I'm not wearing foundation is I like to set my face with a powder after I put on my primer, and this is a trick that a lot of makeup artists use to add a fuller coverage foundation base, but that just is kind of how I layer it with my concealer since I'm not using foundation, and I find that it just, as I said before, it helps my makeup stay on longer because that's the main problem that I have when I don't wear foundation. So for today I am using this Airspun powder. I'm finally going back to it. I used the Laura Mercier one for a while, but I don't know. I've just been in like the mood to use this lately, and so I'm going to be setting my entire face with this. For my concealer, I am going to be using Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to be using this under my eyes as well as on the high points of my face, and then I'm going to put it on my eyelids as well, just so that they're not so like veiny. And now that I'm looking super cute, I'm gonna blend this out with a beauty blender. And then after that, I am just going to set my face again with that same Airspun powder. So now that my base is done, I am going to be using bronzer, and I don't like to do like a really hard contour, especially over the summer. I don't know, I like a more like natural kind of skin look going on. Sometimes I'll switch up my eyes, but for the most part I just like some bronzer, blush, highlight sort of thing. So for my bronzer, I am using this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which is just this really light brown color. Kind of just adds a little bit of dimension, a little bit of color back to my face without being like a full sharp contour look. For blush, I'm going to be using this one by Milani. It is in the color Rose del Oro, and it's basically just this. It's so hard to get this container open, I swear to God. Okay. It's kind of this light pink shade, and then I don't know if you can tell, but like right here you can kind of see there's like some gold flakes in it, so it kind of starts to like build up like a kind of glowy highlight for you. I don't know, I love this blush. I usually don't wear too many blushes, but this one has been my favorite lately. And I don't like to add too much. I just kind of like to put enough that it's like you can start to see the color, but it's not like in your face, you know? And as you can like kind of see, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but like right there, you can kind of start to see where like it'll like start to create like a sheen. And then when I put my highlight on, it's a good combo. Moving into my highlight, I'm going to be using this Sleek palette, and this is in the color Solstice, and this is just, it's like one of their little quads. You'll love these things. I'm going to be using these two colors. I kind of mix them together because one's more cool tone, one's more warm tone. So when you mix them together, it kind of just like evens it out. But I just go back and forth dipping between those two to get a even mix of both colors. And this highlight is literally blinding. Like, oh my god. Then what I do for the rest of my face is I dip it in both colors, and then I kind of tap it off like that. So there's just a tiny bit of powder left on the brush. And then I'll kind of just like dust it over my chin, and then a little bit above each of my eyebrows, and then on the bridge of my nose, because that just creates like, it's sort of like, it'll catch the light, but it's not like that sort of thing, because I don't want that on my whole face, because then I'll just look greasy, you know. And then for the tip of my nose, I'll use my finger, just because I do like it to be kind of right there. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of those two colors. Just, I'm using the same brush because I'm lazy, honestly, but I'm gonna be putting it just under my brow at the high point. Since I don't like to wear a lot of eyeshadow in the summer, I don't know, my eyelids get like really oily really quickly, so it kind of just doesn't make for a good combo. So I usually try to stay without unless I'm doing like a full face of makeup. So I just kind of hype it up with the highlight a bit to make up for that. So I'm just going under my eyebrows. And then what I do with this, you can just use like a normal highlight and just like pack it on. But this has a little, it's this one right here. It's actually a cream highlight. And so what I'll do is I'll put it on the tip of my finger, and then I'll just kind of push it into the corner of my eye. And I'll do that on both sides, just concentrating it like right in that inner corner area. And then I'll take my brush, go in with the two colors, and then just kind of go like that in like a circular motion, if you can get, you see what I mean. And then I'll do that on the other side, and it'll just like create more of like a fade. So like where that cream product is right there, it's like super bright, and then it's like starts to like fade out a little bit. I don't know, I started doing that when I went back to public school, and I like really liked it, so I've been like doing it for all of my inner corner highlights. I don't know, I just really like it. I think it looks a lot better than just like in one concentrated spot, to just have it be like really bright and then not like anything, just be like matte everywhere else. Focusing a little bit more on my eyes now, I'm going in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. It's basically kind of like a cream liner. Gosh, what is up? Everything is like impossible to open today. Oh my god. There we go. That was like really difficult. But there's like stuff on it. And so what I'll do is, just to kind of brighten up my eyes a little bit and make them pop a little more, I just run this along my bottom waterline. Next, I will be using this eyeliner, which is it's Tarte, I know it's Tarte. It's their Precision Longwear Liner. It's just a felt tip liner like this, and I'm just going to be lightly going along my lash line. I don't want to wing it out or anything. Sometimes I do a winged liner, I don't know. Not feeling it today, so I'm just going to do a small line, and it'll just basically help my lashes blend in with my natural ones, like my falsies. You get what I mean. So for my mascara, I always use the same one. It's Benefit's Roller Lash, and I'm just going to be putting this on my top and bottom lashes. I'm going to do my falsies off camera just because the lashes I'm using are like getting kind of old. Like they're on their last couple uses, and so they're like kind of a pain to work with. And frankly, I don't want to deal with it on camera, so I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so now I'm back. I have lashes on, and one thing I want to say about lashes is you totally don't need them for this look. I just personally, I kind of go either all or nothing when it comes to makeup, so I'm either wearing a full face of makeup or I'm wearing no makeup at all. So I am pretty much, if I'm gonna wear makeup, I'm gonna put on lashes. And so for my lips, I wanted to go with a gloss. I wanted something kind of like pinky, I don't know, like the blue, the yellow. I wanted something kind of like bright, I guess. So I went with this Butter Gloss by NYX. It's really pink. Okay, so now for my final step, I'm going to be going in with both Fix Plus and then my setting spray, which it's over there, but it's the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. Basically what this stuff does is it'll meld my makeup together kind of, so it's not like a ton of powders, especially since I didn't really use any. Did I? No, I didn't. Well, except for my concealer. Besides my concealer, I didn't use any liquid products, so my face might be looking a little powdery, and this kind of just melts it all together and makes it really like even, and it makes it look a lot better. And then after that dries, I'm gonna go in with my setting spray, and I think I do like 2 layers of that, so I'll like spray it all over my face, and then I wait for that to dry, and then I spray it again. Because it's summer, I'm sweating a lot, and I don't want my makeup to come off, So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, and you can subscribe down below for more videos like this one in the future. As always, you can follow my social media. Both my Instagram and my Twitter are at @JacieCarmichael, and my Snapchat is jacielee. I definitely recommend checking them out because there's a lot of looks that I do that I don't necessarily film, so you can check those out as well. It's a little bit of variety from what's on here. And so with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!